This is a video on monitoring student progress, how to do that. And so what you do is log in to the student's account, and over here in their profile you can just hover over that with your cursor and then go down to course grades. If they're doing more than one course with us, you can click on My Grades and you can go to grades in the different courses. But we're just going to focus here on this Algebra 1 course and click Course Grades for this student. And that opens into this user report. And you can go over here, there's an overview report too, but I don't recommend using that. You don't really need that. Just focus on the user report here. And you can see the student's grade on a point scale. And so different things in the different courses, they have different point totals. Like you can see here the percentage column. That grade there is a 10, so that means a 10 out of 10 or 100%. And then here's the average of all of the students that have taken that particular activity. So you can get a feel for your student's performance compared to the rest of the students taking this course. And so you can scroll down here, you can see some other quiz activities there, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, this percentage right here, that gives you a running average of their overall grade in the course based on a 100-point scale. So typically people say like a 90% and above is an A, 80 to 90% is a B, and so on. So that can give you a good feel for their overall performance in the course at any time. You could ignore that number and that number. Those don't mean anything down here in the total. Just this percentage right here is what you want to focus on. And that does give you a good idea of just their running average in the course based on a 100-point scale there. So going back up here, if we wanted to review any of these items, we can just click on them. Let's say we wanted to see why they didn't do so well, 2.5 compared to a class average of 9.7 on that week 2 quiz. And so we click on that, and you can see here comes up with a summary of their previous attempts and then some information on overall feedback there. And if you want to review what they did, you just click review right there. And you can see when they started and when it was completed and how long it took them and the points there. So all of the different activities, they have like a total number of points, and then that's turned into either a 10-point scale or a 100-point scale depending on that particular activity. And so this one's a 10-point scale, so 1 out of 4 is the same thing as 2.5 out of 10 or 25%. Then there's a feedback section here. Sometimes that feedback section will have links to PDF solutions, video solutions. Here in this quiz, it tells you what example to go and review, what type of problem this one was most like. And then you can go to any of the questions. You can just scroll through those. You can scroll down, or you can click over here, and that will take you to individual questions. And this is just a pretend student attempt here so that you could see what information it shows. This isn't like an actual student, but anyways, you can see that this student missed this problem, and it tells you more information than you probably ever would want to know: what date and time they started, what time they submitted an answer, and that one was incorrect, and then that attempt was finished at 2022 and they received 0 points for it. And going back up here to question 1, you can see that one, and they started that at 2021, 2022, submitted an answer of 15, got that right, received 1 point for that. So lots of information there: what they submitted, whether that was correct or not, how many attempts they made on each one. When you're done with the review, you can just click Finish Review, and you can just go back to that Algebra 1 course, the course homepage, if you want to. And if you want, you can just go back to course grades as well if you want to review some other grades. So you wanted to review a practice set, you can go to that one, and again you click Review there, and There's all of your information at the top again. The feedback here on this particular one, there's a PDF and a video solution that you can click on. So you can click on those to study those solutions, and you can just go through and get detailed information on the response history there. And so like this problem, question 5, they got it correct, but they took several tries to get that one right. And this particular question is set to do 4 tries maximum, a penalty of 0.25 out of 1 points, or 25% off for each missed try. So they submitted, tried again, tried multiple times, and then got it correct there. After, you can see 2 missed attempts there where no points were awarded, and so first one they got 0.25 off, and then another 0.25, so they had 0.5 points off, but then they got it right on that third attempt, so a total of 0.5 points altogether. So anytime you want to review anything, you can just go to that user report, and you can see all of that student's grades there, and you can review anything at any time, and there's probably more than enough information that you'd ever want to know about each attempt they made and each question they got right, and how to review any of the feedback, whether that's example references or PDF video solutions, etc. All of that information is available to you in that user report.